up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. It's going to be quite a long one. I'm already going to say that now because there's so much to cover in this week. I am back in my house, as you can tell, since I am home for Thanksgiving break. So we're getting ready to go on a trip for Thanksgiving to spend with the family and like all that kind of stuff, which is very exciting. Pardon me, the echo dot just interrupted me. Anyways, I am back home for a week and there is so much that's going on. We have our trip that we're gonna go on pretty soon, so I have to pack for that, which I just unpacked because I'm here. I have some friends that I'm meeting up with, and I'm also going back to high school for a little alumni thing, which is going to be absolutely crazy. Like, it's been a hot minute since I've been in that school, so we'll see how that goes. Otherwise than that, there's also like Christmas decorating. Hopefully I can get some good deals on Black Friday and Cyber Monday because I need to buy everybody's presents and they're expensive this year. Like, everybody's getting something nice, but I'm hoping to get some good deals. I also need to bring some more Christmas stuff back to the dorm because me and my roommate Sid are decorating for Christmas, and I think she said she's gonna bring her Christmas tree, which we already know we love Christmas trees. And of course, the last vlog that came out was very short because I've been up to a lot. I've been deciding a lot, talking to a lot of people, and it's obviously about grad school and stuff like that. So I will definitely be covering some big unanswered questions, like what's gonna happen, like all that kind of stuff. So we'll dive into that conversation possibly over the break, most likely while we're on the trip, because what better way is it to do like a little segment of that while you're away. I will definitely be addressing all of that because just last week I didn't have time at all to do much because I was again focused in on that, and like there's some big decisions that need to be made. There's a lot on my mind. There's a lot that I need to think about, and there's been a lot that I've been going through. So like I said, I'll probably cover that on the trip when, you know, it's more, I don't know, it's when I'm more available, which I say that and I probably won't be as more available, but we'll see. We'll definitely have those conversations and sit down and talk about what's been going on because there's been a lot. So welcome to the Thanksgiving vlog and this week, and we'll talk when I get the chance. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, and we woke up super late today. We woke up at like 11, but it is break, so I'm sorry about the camera. I'm just tired. I don't know, but we woke up at 11 today because I was so tired. I took a nap yesterday, which I needed. It was a fat nap. And I felt much better after that. So, and then I obviously slept in. So we just got ready. I put some basic concealer on because my under eye circles are horrible. They bother me so much. Also, this is bothering me. But it's fine. And then we did our eyebrows a bit. So I am about to go have lunch with a good friend of mine, and he flew in from Texas. He's here for break, so, you know, anytime my friends come in, I have lunch with them and, you know, just try to catch up. And then tomorrow is a big day because we're going back to high school, which is crazy. And I also have to prepare some stuff for Thanksgiving, so I'll do that after lunch here, and we're just gonna see how it goes. So that is the plan for today, and I'm already tired. So I will see you guys when I get back. Also, Billiam came home for Thanksgiving, so he is also here on Thanksgiving break. If you know, you know. Good morning, everyone. It is currently Tuesday of break. Please forgive this. I just woke up, so we're making breakfast in the kitchen, and mom and dad are both out because they're doing errands. Well, mom's at work. She's coming home early, and dad's grocery shopping. But I got a few updates today. My appointment unfortunately was canceled since my doctor had to go into like a emergency surgery, so like all her clients got canceled for today, which actually works out because then I can work on this cranberry fluff that I'm supposed to make, so definitely down for that. But I do have to reschedule that appointment. And then also, like I said, we're going back to high school today for a small reunion. That's not even an hour, but we're gonna go anyway. Me and my best friend from high school. Actually, she's my best friend from like 6th grade. So we're gonna go do that. Right now I'm gonna get breakfast, try to wake up. Try to be decent for the day because I'm tired. But we still have a lot to do today. We're definitely gonna need some coffee today. Hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog. It's a little later. We are now pretty much done with everything cooking wise. I made the cranberry fluff. I'll insert some footage here of what it looks like. I think it looks great in my opinion. It's probably not up to certain people's standards, but I think it was good for like a first attempt, honestly. It is like 2:40, 2:50, and I'm tired. So I am gonna pop this open and do my makeup because I'm going back to high school. I want to look somewhat decent. C4 energy drinks, highly recommend. Whilst I'm getting ready, I thought I would mention a few things about grad school because, or at least just, you know, have a little bit of a sit and talk kind of dealios, because I normally do that anyway. You know, kind of catch up, like how things are going, what's really been going on. Like I said, I would like to do like the bulk of it while I'm away, but I'm free right now, so we can talk a little bit about it. I'd rather not talk about it a lot, but I have to because life. But in terms of grad school, I graduate next year. It is approaching, and I need to figure everything out very quickly, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it quote unquote in time because it is so fast. Like, the process is going by so quickly. I did not really even think about it a lot, and that's because it's like I didn't it seems so far away. I think that's what it is. It seems so far away that, you know, it doesn't seem like it's gonna come up very fast, and then all of a sudden it's here, and it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about it in like at all. Freaking at all. I have not thought about it. Because the original plan was I would stay at my current university for, I'm trying to decide where to put this, for the whole 4 or 5 years. 5 years? 4. 4 years. And I didn't do that. I'm graduating a semester early. So I was expected to graduate in 2025. I will not be. I will be graduating in the fall of 2024, which is fine. But again, that left me like no time to think about anything. Again, now it's like I freaking have to think about it. Where I'm currently at right now is I'm just processing the fact that I have to actually start thinking about it. I'm not sitting there and being like, oh, like, I'm gonna be done so quickly, and that stuff and whatnot. And, I have everything planned out and, blah, blah, blah. Nobody has anything planned out for life, okay? Let's just be honest on that one. So where I'm at right now, I'm literally just processing the fact that I have to start thinking about it. And I have done planning. I'm not saying I haven't, but again, it's hit so fast. It really has. And it's something that I really am just like, it's thrown me through a loop, because not only is it just about like freaking grad school, it's about me starting my entire life. This is the first like real thing I have to officially make a decision on. I have to decide not only where I want to go to school, but what the next steps are for my life and stuff like that. So again, I'm literally just processing the fact that I have to figure it out. I have to start thinking about it. That's where I'm at mentally. This past week and let me just say month. The past month, just by thinking about this, no. Like, just no. No. And the reason I say just no is because I've had so many pressures. There's been a lot of stress around this, because not only is it, again, my life, but everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know the next steps. And I'm like, dude, I'm just processing what I need to think about. So with that being said, yes, I have researched a couple schools. Mentally, I'm not there. I'm not. And this month has not been good for my mental health whatsoever. I will blatantly put that out there. It has not been great. And the reason being is because of this whole stuff. And, now it's like, oh, these ginormous decisions. Boom! And I'm just like, I'm not ready. If I would have had more time, yeah, I probably would have. But I met with my advisor early on in the week, and she was really nice. Like, all my advisors and, like, people that I've talked to are very nice. And they genuinely do care, like, what happens to me. But I was talking to so many different people, and then, of course, all these questions get answered, like, again, where are you going? Are you sure that's what you want to study? What about what money are you going to start making? Like, what's your starting salary to make sure you provide? Are you going to be moving? Are you going to stay local? What's happening with the boyfriend? What about your family? And I'm just like, what about the finances? What about funding and loans? And are you going to be able to make it, or are you going to fail? So it's like, I'm here and I'm just like, please stop. Like, I appreciate everybody's input, but there's a difference between giving your 2 cents and telling you what to do. There's a big difference, and I feel like after I found out everything, or found out what I needed to know, I originally wasn't going to say anything, like, to anybody about it, because it's just so stressful. It really is. And I'm like, well, I'm just not gonna say anything, because ultimately it's like, first of all, it's nobody else's business except me. If I want to go somewhere, I'm gonna go somewhere for me. But, and I'm like, I am not trying to disrespect my family or anything like that, but when I got home, basically all of it was shoved in my face, all of it at once. Schools were thrown at me that I'm not interested in, like a couple of them. And I'm looking again at my options, and I'm like, I'm just trying to, I can't make a decision right now. It's just, I think I spent the last couple weeks, or when the news first came out, when I first heard about my options, and I first, like, started talking to my advisors and everybody. Those first couple weeks, came home, mentioned to my family. No, just no. It was not good for my mental health. I spent about 2 weeks crying and having breakdowns because I was so stressed. It wouldn't have been stressful if things were not thrown in my face so quickly. And I'm not like saying like, oh, well, you're the one who chose to do grad school, but it's like, I guess everybody's going to have an opinion. Let me just say that. And again, I am not trying to be disrespectful or anything like that, but at the same time, it is my life. Like, it is my life. I want to decide where I want to go. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not staying local. I don't want to stay. No, I don't want to stay local. I want to go somewhere where, again, it's good for me and not anybody else. I don't know. Essentially, like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over and over again, the last few weeks and this month, too stressful. Very, very stressful. I had to start looking, and I knew that. Like, I'm not saying I went into this and I'm like, I had no idea, or, you know, stuff like that. But I'm like, I knew I would have to make the decision, and I call it the decision because that's what it truthfully is. It's the decision. So at the same time, I'm just like, people need to, this is my time to shine. And I just got a lot of outside pressure that I did not need. I got, as soon, like I said, as soon as I mentioned it, everybody's like, oh, you should go here, you should do that. Like, I want you to go here. I want you to think about this. And I'm just like, look, I just found this out. I found out what I need to think about. Please leave me alone. And I was not left alone. And for me to make a decision, me personally, is I go through a few basic steps. Because this is how I made, like, decisions in college. Like, just very basic decisions. You know, like, literally, the simplest thing. Like, what am I going to eat today? What am I feeling today? You know? That kind of stuff. And so I was doing that, and literally, for my process, mentally, I need time. I do not need to be hit with everything all at once. That is the most unhealthy thing that can happen to me. Like, the end. But that happened, which did not help at all. So then, obviously I'm stressed. Mentally in my head, I'm like, I need a little bit. Like, I need to just process the fact that I have to start thinking about this because it's a big, big, big deal. Like, as much as people think it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay? It is. Because again, I'm like, I'm starting my life. And I'm going to grad school. I go 3 more years of schooling. And I start my life. That's it. Again, there was just too much pressure. There was too much outside pressure. There was too much. Just as much as it was too much. And so I got very overwhelmed. And like I said, I'm not kidding. I was crying majority of this month. Because it's the first time I have to make a big decision like this. And I don't want to make a big decision like this. I really don't. But I know I need to because it's my life. Duh. When you have that pressure, if you get it, you understand what I'm trying to say. Eventually, I calmed down, obviously, and I started the process. And I said I needed time. I'm like, I need time to figure out what it is I want to do. And how I want to go about this process because it's obviously not going to be easy. It's not. I calmed down after a few weeks. And then I officially started looking. I will start making those decisions when I feel ready. That is what I do. That is how I process things. That's how I work, essentially. Finally, I start doing some research, and I figure out what I want to do, or at least what schools I want to look at. So like I said, I picked 3 schools that I'm really looking at, and this was, well, I had one main grad school that I was, like, truthfully really looking at, and this was even before I talked to my advisor about anything. It is Concordia University, Chicago, in River Forest, Illinois. That was the first school that caught my interest because I originally, instead of Maryville, I did want to go to a Concordia University because of their, you know, faith and everything, and, you know, they have a Lutheran background and everything. So I originally wanted to go there, but obviously it didn't work out like that, which I'm not disappointed, but now I feel like I have more of an option to go there instead of just, you know, doing whatever. It's pretty good for makeup today. Not gonna lie. Feeling cute. But anyways, that's one of them. Then looked at a few others once I got some stuff done with my advisors when I actually had meetings and stuff like that, which really helped. Okay, I just washed my hands and did the hair situation. I already had my hair up in a clip, but I'm not gonna lie. Best I've ever felt about myself. I think I did really good for my makeup and I'm proud, so I'm not touching anything. As I was saying, once I finally like met with my advisors, let me just scooch over. I don't know, I'm tired, leave me alone. After I talked with my advisors for a little bit, I met with one in particular and she gave me 95 more options of schooling. And she said it needs to be accredited and you can see what kind of funding like there is, because there's like a ton of funding out there, obviously. I was like, okay. So she sent me the links and everything, which I freaking love when professors, advisors, whoever does that, it helps so much just to figure out like what exactly you want to do, like what to look for. Because the other thing too is sometimes, which I figured this out with my other professor, I'm pretty much on my own. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up. With my little headband. Shout out to my aunt. She made this for me. And she made 2 more, and honestly, like, I'm probably gonna use this for my makeup when I do it. You're pretty much on, I'm pretty much on my own for this. I'm, like, again, it's the first big, huge decision that I myself have to make, and it's scary. I'm not going to lie. It's very scary. But I also know that I'm a capable person of making that decision. I just need to do it myself. And so after she gave me that list, I looked it over. What did I find? 3 other schools, I think, that piqued my interest. I think, if I'm thinking correctly. So the 3 schools that were standing out to me, if I wanted to stay local but still be far away, UMKC, so the University of Kansas City, Missouri, Concordia University, Wisconsin, and Colorado Springs, so the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, which, yes, they are far away, but I'm not going to say they're not amazing. Like, they're not amazing colleges. I would not have picked them if they didn't have a benefit. I think there was, too, a Minnesota school, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I basically started putting together a list of everything, how much tuition costs, do they have funding, what kind of scholarships I'll get, etc., etc. Surprisingly, Wisconsin gives the most scholarships out there, for at least for the colleges that I just said. Wisconsin, I could get 4 to 5 scholarships, and that's for grad school, because in grad school you don't really have as many like scholarship options as you do undergrad. Undergrad offers a lot more scholarships than graduate school does. So I was surprised to see all those scholarships. Essentially, that was that. Those are pretty much the schools that I'm looking for right now. I would say the end goal would be Colorado, because Colorado is just so beautiful. They have good scholarships. The school's really good. For therapy and being a therapist and stuff like that, they're the state with the highest paying starting salary. Chicago's lower. Chicago's also more expensive. Wisconsin, they're pretty much in the same range when you have starting salaries. So, Colorado is looking like the end goal. I know certain people are not happy about me moving away. But that's like where I'm at right now, is the fact that I've in terms of what I have accepted and like figured out, I will be moving regardless. That is where I'm at. I have accepted the fact that I will be moving. I will not remain here. I will be elsewhere. Even if I do go to Kansas City, I'll be moving. That's 4 hours away. Like, I will be moving. Whilst that's, again, a little scary, it's also really exciting, because I'm like, my life is starting. And now I really get to determine what my life is going to look like. So that is where I'm at right now. I am moving. And I've accepted that fact. So that as much information as I'm going to give right now. The bigger, juicier questions are going to be addressed when we're on the trip. I am running behind already. I still have to pack my cosmetic bag. I packed my my regular bag for clothes and stuff. I think I did a time lapse of that earlier. It's gonna be a big journey, but I think I'm gonna be all right. I have faith in myself. So, I believe my best friend is about to pick me up here pretty soon, and we're going to head to high school. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I'm going to finish my energy drink or sip on it. Probably do that the whole way there because I'm just exhausted. Let's go back to high school. Oh my, here we go. The McFessel Thanksgiving. We have a lot of food. I hope everybody's going to eat all this. This is crazy. These are both 2 turkeys and 2 hams. Like, that's insane. Oh boy. Yes! The Taco Bell honk. Walking down the hallway, Kristen. Oh my god. No, remember when we used to eat lunch out there? Do you remember the cook? Look at together on this Christmas night. Why are they this tempted? Remember that lunch everybody used to sit in this corner? Yay! Pray for peace on this Christmas night. Oh my love, oh my love, the practice rooms. This room was where we did freaking every audition possible. Oh my god, we were like that. I was like, what do I do?